chill in the wind. A little bit of rain spray. Whew. Makes me want to get my little jacket on because it's nippy outside. But put on a house robe to step out into the chill. Burr, 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 burr. Burr, 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 burr. Let's go look at that windy coldness. Whew. It's been wet for 2 days now, and that wind just keeps kicking everywhere. That's right, driving in the rain. Pretty windy. Let's see if we can get to the trees. Oh yeah, here's a good one. Yeah. Gust of wind out. Cicadas are coming in. I'm gonna shave some of them down with my lawnmower. Oh, look at there. Good windiness on my tree over there. Clouds look pretty gray out there. I couldn't tell if it was gonna rain or if it was gonna sunshine. Oh yeah, pretty stormy back there. It's been like 70% all day, stop and going. And it's cold air too. It isn't just like warm air, man. It's like pretty windy. Thank God we had that one tree cut. Hello, everybody. I see you in there. Hi. I don't know if my chat's working. Live chat, all messages. Googly moogly, look at there. Look, I just cut my grass not very long ago, and it is already getting tall again. There is no chat. Maybe that's why I don't sing anything. What a windy day out here. Oh, there's a good one. He actually makes creaking sounds and he blows in the wind. They said there may be tornado warnings. I guess we'll see. It's kind of nice. We ought to go look out the back porch. Drive straight. Woo, I've been cutting my house coat for some extra work. Last time we had a storm, it was right over there and that whole piece fell down. And this tree, he used to be a problem, but he ain't no more. I bet when it rains a lot, it floods back there in the back. I don't want to ruin my shoes out here in the mud. Thank you. Look at that. I want to go hiking out there and see what's to discover. There's all kinds of stuff down up in there. I'd like to go in there sometime. I'm really just scared of the poison ivy. It was like I got a raindrop right in my eyeball. Yep, we're looking at tornado warnings today. Look at all that tree blowing. Ooh-wee. I know something happens. There's a big old mill nearby, and they blow big old warning signs when something's happening pretty close, so we'll be fairly all right. Clouds are moving real fast today, too. The biggest part of the downpour was earlier. Whew, in my house coat. It's just because it's cold air. It's supposed to be warm today in the 50s. Like 70s earlier, 50s lower, and I feel like cold from the mist, the rain on me like a vegetable at Walmart. That big old tree, he's just shaking and shivering in the wind. I know y'all hear that wind in the microphone. Hey, can y'all tell me if my chat is working? Could anyone do me a favor? Because I'm not seeing any chat. But maybe just no one's commenting unless it's just not working. Hide all chat. No, all messages should be visible. Okay. Maybe just no one feels like saying nothing, which is okay too. I can't believe people are still traveling out here in this mess. You know, if a tornado did come through here, this would be a perfectly good little alley for them to cruise through. Hey, their little symbol and their truck lights up. That's neat. That's neat. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. Put me to sleep. The chickens aren't settled down yet either. Look at these pretty cannas. Man, they get 9 foot tall. They even hold water. So imagine if you got thirsty, probably drink out of one of these things. They're big, luscious leaves. They get like 9 foot tall. And they sprout these really pretty red flowers. And if you guys know anything on blueberry bushes, I've got 2 that look like they need a little love. Maybe even some pruning. But he is growing some little blueberries here. But see this one stick here, he's got nothing on him, and I think I need to prune him down here. Sorry. Right there. And I think it might allow me to produce some more berries for it. See him too. See the little berries. Ooh, you can hear me shaking in my voice. So I need to cut this, I think. And maybe this like brown one here. Yeah. Maybe it'll produce better. Woo! I wonder what y'all's weather's like. Oh, what's up, Nitrate? Yes, the comment section is working. Yes, windy on a windy day. Making me cold. I was in exercise clothes. Debating whether I was going to clean house or exercise. And, well, I thought I hadn't done a live either for a while. So I come out here getting rained on. Feeling the windiness. Felt like a piece of produce at the store getting misted on. Hey, look, here's Big Bird. Hey, Big Bird. What's going on, Big Bird? Soon they gonna have full reign of the yard. Him and Larry over there. Hey, Larry. They got in a fight the other day. So Larry ain't been feeling so good since then. We have to separate them now. We thought if they didn't get any hens, they might still get along for a while. Wrong. Nope. Big Bird still tries to dominate old Larry. And you ain't believe it, but it's trying to lighten up out there in the distance. Dark. Light. What have you been up to today, Nitrate? Getting my exercise shoes wet. See? I got some new black ones. I don't like them as much as I like my white ones. Whew. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. I'm just being silly. Y'all don't mind me, my little craziness. Turn on the lights. I like to use natural light most of my day. See, just open up my little curtains. There you are, Nitrate. I'm not a... No, I guess you're not. I'm sorry. Maybe it's Ninjate. No. See, just ignore me. Just you call me something silly. Oh, have to put stuff up. I don't like anything laying around the house. Because I do have people that watch my channel that don't smoke. So I don't smoke in front of everybody anymore. I just make that a private thing unless I'm on with Koga or one of the groups. Oh, Bear, Bear Miller, Seed of Odin, used to have that channel, and he would rock that son of a gun out. He just have all kinds of music going. We just all be smoking and having a good time. But now I just do it privately. Heck, I don't even know if I'll keep the video probably talking about it. Not that the people I'm worried about really come to my channel and watch everything I do, but better to just not stir up a hornet's nest if you don't have to. Oh, God, my hair, look at that. I feel like I'm going bald. Okay, I'll tell you what I did. I had this internet company, and I called them to turn off my house phone. And I said, okay, what's the arrangement? They're like, okay, well, you go ahead and pay your bill early. You go ahead and pay your bill early, and we'll cut off the phone for you, and then your bill will be paid for the month, and it'll go back to this much a month. Well, guess what? They didn't turn it off and resent the money back, and I don't know what that's going to tell. If folks don't like it, they can go huff on an oxygen tank. That's right. That's right. That's right. You're telling the truth. I shouldn't be so worried about what other people think about me. Well, if I had to look at it as a Christian standpoint, a lot of people out there think that it's not a good thing. And if you claim to be a Christian, that you're not a Christian because you smoke. And I know the Lord giveth the herb. It bears its own seed. And I know that if we believe in the Lord and healing, we can. Okay, but I tell you what, it does bring me a little more joy. And it helps me with my headaches. But I'm just not ready to give up smoking my weed yet. Can't find the number to the stupid cable company guy that said he handled this. And now they sent this thing that looks like a check back to my account, even though I paid from direct account. Very strange activity. So it's got me nervous because, I took my whole dang day to get that stuff worked out. Went and made sure I could make the payment on time and everything. My bill's not due till like the 22nd of the month. And so the guy's like, well, in order for us to cancel one of the services, you have to pay the whole bill. So I did. Well, now the checks come back to my account. I don't know why. So I'm worried. Either they're going to try to say it bounced by giving me fraud money back or something. I don't know. It's a reliable internet company, but it just seems to be a weird situation for me. Well, I don't even know what I plan on doing today. I'm just bored, sitting at home, tornado warning out. It's not severe for me. I've seen worse, but I felt like getting on here, seeing what everybody's up to for a little while. I don't know if I'm going to karaoke or exercise here in a few minutes. I need to. I ate pizza and hot wings and broke my diet. Finally, you can tell Koga. Koga's like, I can't handle it. You're tougher than me, Christina. And I said, well, Koga, you know, I made it 28 days and then I gave up on my diet for a piece of cake and ice cream. And then it was pizza and hot wings. Shoot, I just kind of broke all kinds of rules that day and I ain't give back up yet. So, kind of thinking if I do exercise, I can still eat what I want. Plus, I'm busy. I'll ask you guys what you think. I recently thought about changing the name of my channel from Christina, my name, to Keeping Busy or something like that, or Staying Busy. Because every time people get on here, I'm always doing something, whether it's cutting my grass, doing a workout, chopping firewood, talking to folks. I stay pretty busy, so figured I'm going to even probably do some puzzles, and I don't think I'm going to do no coloring sheets. I might do some clay art stuff, you know, get really busy, find out what to do. Got my car keys, look like a big foot with some toes on it. I had 2 cups of coffee today, maybe 3. No, 2 cups of coffee. I don't know what direction my channel's going to take either. I think I'm getting ready to lose a bunch of subscribers, which is okay, I guess. I mean, if they don't want to be on my channel, I don't want them to be on my channel. You guys are catching me looking for that guy's number, because if I can find it, I'm going to call him up directly and ask him why in the world he didn't get that money from the account for my internet bill like he said he was. So, y'all know how that is. Then they want to try to charge you for an additional month, and you're like, man, I had this stuff paid on. People just don't listen, I guess. See, one time they tried to like charge me plus the government benefit that was given and try to get an additional $30 from me. And I called them up and called them thieves. Told them, you stealing from me and you stealing from the government. And I'm going to report you and I'm going to give you bad stars on the internet. And they turned around and I'm so sorry. And they paid back the $30 they took. And they gave me an additional $10 off on my internet. That was really good because I only paid like $20 that month for my internet. They will not mess with my internet because I will be watching. I will stand up for your internet. You let someone treat you bad, I will promise you, I'll give them a call and say, what is your problem? Let me tell you what, I'm about to hand you a new one. I'll wrap them up in toilet paper and flush them down the toilet for you. So I don't like people taking advantage of other people. You know what I mean? I don't know what to do, guys. And nobody's really saying anything in chat, so like, if it's about making everybody else happy, then I'm not tend to be making anyone happy. If I don't know what you want to talk about or anything like that, I set me up a spot. Look, guys, you know, back when you knew me on my channel before, my hair was all the way down my back, and then I cut it. I cut it like to here. And let it come right here in my face. So it's growing a great deal back. I can't wait for it to be back down my back again. I feel much better with my long hair. Much better with long hair. Alright, I know I'm going to vote in for some exercise. I'm going to do some of that too. I'm tired of being a procrastinator. Phone to reach the same. You look there, guys. I found that stinking number I'd been worried about earlier. So that means I can call and straighten them out for myself. Yes! I will not do that today, though. Now that I feel better that I have the information, because I'm going to give them, like, you know, you think, okay, well, you're keeping your money and you're still getting your phone service. No, that's a trick. It is a trick. I was watching a movie, guys. Secrets in the Walls. It seems to be pretty creepy if you're a scary movie fanatic. Some lady, she goes and works at a doctor's office. And she's got like these two kids and they just buy a house, but there's something going on inside the house. It looks like a dead girl, like from The Ring. Like she's all pale and stuff and her hair is just dripping in her face. And you're like, oh man, this is a real ripoff from that movie. But it's okay anyway. It's not too bad so far. I got bored though and wanted to do something else. Man, look, the wind is just blowing like crazy. Oh, I mean, like, seriously, as soon as I come in the house, it's like... And I ain't even got to use no more firewood. Look, I still got more firewood. I ain't even got no more firewood. Look at that. It don't look like a lot right now, but like it really is, like giving some blowing in the wind. All the trees across the street are going. See, as soon as I came outside, as soon as I got out here, just stopped blowing. Oh yeah, let's see. Let me turn on my light. I'm gonna show you guys. It's dark. Oh no! Ah! What are you doing there, buddy? What are you doing? Hey, Tennessee. This is Tennessee. He chewed his little hut up. He's so cute. What are you doing, Tennessee? Come here. Come here. Don't you run away. Oh, come on. All right, listen here, you turd nugget. All right. Gotcha. Okay, hold on. We're going to get him right here. Oh, say hi there, Tennessee. Say hi, buddy. There, that way your butt's got more sitting room. Say hey. He's cute. He's a little fuzzy thing. He don't hesitate where he poo-poos. You know, he can't help it. At least they're not mushy. Hey. Say hi. Oh. I know Tennessee. He's our guinea pig. All right, easy does it. Lowering you back into your shelter. Yes, yes, yes. I hear ya. Yep. We spent a couple of minutes with Tennessee. He already had his tank clean today. Guys, I got so much work to do around here. You ever get so overwhelmed with crap that you gotta do? Ding. Well, as quickly as you came, you left. As quickly as you came, you left. Hey guys, I found that phone number. Yeah. No, I'm still on it. Yeah, it's okay. I don't care. Just let people see me sitting here doing nothing. Nothing. Miss Van just sits there and talks to people, whatever she's doing at the time. And people talk to her, so I'm sure people come in and talk to me. Yep. I don't know. Miss Van probably doesn't know that I'm on her. She might would be in here visiting me today. And I'm using the old water bottles to water my plants. I am getting ready to, trash out some stuff. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight, do, 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 get down tonight, do, do. Cleaning up. I'm going to be throwing away a bunch of stuff. I'm not all savvy about gathering yard sale junk. I feel like once it's gone, I don't have to worry about it making me stress no more. I'm good. All right. Are those dirty dishes? Just asking. I gotta get a trash bag together. Throw some of the stuff away. I gotta get rid of y'all's old clothes. Nobody commented about changing the name of my channel. Oh. I got another plant in the kitchen. I am watering with old water so no one finishes. It's a big problem wasting. I am definitely gonna figure out what to do with all these extra bottles. See, look, I have a whole gnome thing and thought about just throwing them away just so I could get them cleaned out of the house. What is this one? Okay. That's pretty, almost heavy enough. I still got my room to get ready. This is almost like an exercise, you know. I don't know if this is something, I don't know. I'm going to leave it there and then ask. Ask later. Oh, walking with me. Hi, Annie. How you doing, old boy? I'm coming through, Annie. Pardon me, girl. Coming into the bedroom a minute. I'll work on the laundry on the bed here in a little while. Thank you, Annie, for letting me come by and visit. I found this thing that I thought I'll just use that for my coffee cup from now on to these flies. They, recently, they keep getting in my coffee cup. And when I step away, even for a second, one time they got in my coffee cup, and I was sitting right there, and I didn't see them. I went to take a drink, and there was that dang nasty fly. So I was like, okay, well, I got a new thing to keep them out. So. Okay, wash rag, dirty dish. Okay. There's still some dirty dishes, which means you didn't do your chores. I got to do a load of laundry in just a few minutes. I need to go get some laundry done. And yeah, we got to do our little Bible study. At some point, we got to do our Bible study. And I'm throwing one of these chargers away because it does not charge my phone worth of poop. You don't have to right now. Thank you for your offer of assistance, my friend. Thank you very much. Come again. Are these my new sandals? They look like my new sandals.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Hello. Sorry. Oh, well, goodbye. Hi and goodbye. Somebody came and somebody went. Somebody came, somebody went. Somebody came and somebody went. We're going to have to work on that Bible study in a little while. Get my lights on, put the mustard back in the kitchen. Do you like mustard? I eat it on sandwiches, hot dogs. Man, oh man, oh man. I don't even know what I did with my keys. All right, now that the summer's here, I'll be whipping out all my box fans. See, I got so much paperwork to get rid of. Those are not shoes to be thrown away. Those are keeper shoes. These are not keeper items. I will come clean your house. Well, somebody gave me a thumbs up and left. I love you too. Come visit me anytime. You can't see me. Dark shadow. Dark shadow. What? I don't know. It was that silly thing. Dang, that smells fast. Turbo. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. There's everything good here. Okay, I still don't need it yet because I'm not got rid of all these other clothes. I'm getting rid of my pretty dresses. Yes, y'all get to watch me clean a few things out of my closet. I was like, oh no, maybe I'll lose the weight and I'll fit back in these nice looking outfits. But then I realized I am not a hoochie mama. And, yes, sometimes I thought by wearing certain outfits that I would look pretty and I'd feel good and confident about myself. And then I realized I didn't need short skirts and short shorts to feel confident about myself. In fact, one of the most attractive things about a female is her making you wonder what's under there. It's like, man, when everybody looks at it, who needs it? So, I decided that as much as I think it's cute and pretty, I don't need to look like a hoochie mama. So, there's some cute ones. They'll just turn into a nightgown. But I know for sure 2 of them are going to go. And I will not be trying them on, but I will show them which ones I'm getting rid of. I'm still keeping a couple of nice dresses. So that'll be good. Actually, I could do a little bit of I have one dress that I love to pieces, and I don't ever get to wear it anywhere. And, oh, wait, let me get that pair of short shorts I'm getting rid of. Getting rid of a pair of short shorts. There they are. I'm ready to do the right thing. Not squeezing skinny jeans. I don't know if I want to give up that shirt. Okay, short shorts. The retirement short shorts and leopard print. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go see what these outfits look like before I throw them away. I will not be putting them on. Sorry, we're walking through the hallway on the winter wonderland. Not really a winter wonderland, is it? Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so I have a pair. Oh, okay, my bad. I took away what I was using to prop my phone with. Maybe this will still hold true. Some cat food. Cat food. Oh, Friskies. Now you know I got kitty cats. Alright, let's see if that works. There it is, sorry. So, these guys here. There's nothing wrong with them. I can probably even still squeeze my big old butt into them. But, like I said, I think a woman is prettier without having to show everything. So, and then this, it's wrinkled. But should I iron it like my friend Ben Miller? She irons her stuff. I can't stand ironing. Anyway, got the shirt cuffs. It's got this cool little stuff here. Crisscrosses here. Wear it. It actually kind of comes up high here in the back. And I have these awesome heels. Okay, I have these really awesome heels that I can wear with them. Check them out. Pretty nice, right? They're wedge. And yes, I used to model a little bit, so I can wear high heels. I have worn high heels. I kind of like wearing high heels, but I don't have any occasions to wear high heels. So it's really neat because it's got all these little ruffly things. And they're made of like a nice leather. It's a really nice pair of shoes. It's like, I don't want to get rid of my shoes. But I might could still wear them with a pair of blue jeans, actually. So I may not get rid of my heels. My pretty lady heels with my little danglies and my little short dress. But I'm going to get rid of my dress, but I may keep my heels. So it's like, it just comes up pretty short in the back. And it even has like a little slit. And so with my heel. And then sometimes I have one other dress that I'm going to get rid of for now. My other ones are way longer and more appropriate, so I don't feel a need to get rid of those. But this one here, oh, it's so cute. The color is cute. The leopard print is cute. But it's short. And like I said, I want to be a lady, not a... I want to be a lady, not a hoe. But check it out. It ties right here. This little thing actually goes around your neck. So it would go like this around my neck. Here. And it would get tied off. And my arms would go through here. So here, and of course, obviously not right now. Anyway, it goes around your neck. This pops here. My arms go here. And then it's actually open in the back. So when I do tie off my neck, so you tell me if y'all think I should get rid of this dress. Because I don't want to be looked at like a hoochie mama for wearing a short dress, but I think it's beautiful. I think the dress, the coloration, it opens in the back. If I even put it up here, look, see? But look, it comes way up to my thigh. So like here my chest would be, and it would come to my thigh. So I thought keep or get rid of. Because I think that people appreciate a woman that dresses herself delicately and appropriately and not reveal everything. Because if we showed everything, then what would there be to guess? Well, hi there, handsome. We're doing all right. I'm bored and lonely. Sitting at home. Last night I worked for the other one. So hopefully, I was just going through whatever I'm throwing away in the trash. Pretty dresses. You remember I wore this to the big event. How are you? When are you coming back through? Thank you. I know you're coming through again soon. We miss you. Oh, only Sundays. Well, that sucks. Well, I don't think we've got anything planned for this weekend, so maybe you'll swing in on Sunday and for a small visit before you head home. Mine here. There's not been a lot of people stop in. I would ask you where you're working now. I think the last thing I heard was a grocery store. Oh man, your van's going out, huh? That sucks. Monarchy. See where? Oh yeah. Isn't that like a auto parts place or something? Isn't it? Monarchy. Well, that's good though. I mean, at least you work for a parts store, so it couldn't be terribly hard. You know, if you need anything, you can ask. Well, you don't. I know it's like who wants to have to ask for anything, but you're our really good buddy, so like, it's not a thing we wouldn't try to do to help you out. Yeah, I know. You're a fantastic mechanic. That's definitely the job you needed. Well, heck, like you just know that the offer's out there if you need something from us. That you know we'd be more than glad to help. So you still with your mom? You're like, gosh, all this typing. And better than the verbal conversation. He's like, why don't we just talk on the phone? Well, tell her I said hi and I love you guys very much. And you get that shower. And yeah, I'll give you a call here in a little while. Much love. Make user face. Code talk. I love you, buddy. Thank you for stopping in and visiting me. All right, we're gonna get rid of this dress. Peace out. Love you. I'm gonna get rid of these shorts. So let's watch me throw them in the trash. All right. Donation, go. All right. There they go. And we got one more. One more to go. We're gonna do it like a lady. Yes, do it like a lady. Got many other things to just get rid of too. I'm really hesitant. I think I'm gonna give these to my daughter so she can. That's one less thing I have. So she can have. Hey, do you want these hair things? Yes, you're very welcome. Yes, you're very welcome. All right, so for those of you that aren't aware, I do wear dentures. And I play around with my dentures. And then sometimes I forget my dentures. I forget them in the refrigerator. I forget them on the table. I have found them eating cat food. Found them eating a table. They've been on the piano. And my teeth have adventured all over the world. Not all over the world, just pretty close. I used to joke around when I first started a channel before. And I was messing around for my very first video. I just decided to, because I was so unsure, insecurities. Magically! Okay, I hadn't been wearing them, so give the push down. Urgh. Okay. So this is what you're supposed to use. Boosh. Poly Grip. Stick it on there. And then they stick, and you're like, oh, I can talk all day. Ha 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 ha. I don't usually need those, but I don't wear my teeth because I don't really like having my teeth in there. I actually like not using my teeth. My mouth is just almost so strong I can chew through steak and chicken. Crunchy tacos. Now, we know that you don't want to make fun of me for not having any teeth. You don't know why I don't have any teeth. I also have some partials. I don't know where they are. See if I can find them and snap them in. What you get with me is all original. All original. No, I want to say they're in the other container. You know what? I found a bag of medicine supplies. Vitamins. Do you need a face mask to cover up from those nasty germs? Well, look no further. Okay, really, I'm missing. Oh, yeah. Okay. I've been trying to tell everybody, if you get sick, one of the best things you can do for yourself. And I'm going to share that with you. So, even if it's an allergies, you can take a compact ice. I don't know where my other ones are. So you only get to see me with one set instead of two. I'm looking. There's my Bible. You know what? I think here in a little while, not very long from now, that's why I said I think that I'm going to end up losing subscribers. Because, well, I'm going to put content, but I'm going to read scripture. I'm going to be looking stuff up. And, a lot of people don't want to see that, and I don't want to force you to see it. So I won't be angry if any of you just say, I give up on her channel because she's doing something I don't really care to watch. Hey, it's fine. I won't be angry. But then at some point, I know that you're going to draw right on back over to my page because you love me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so we got one of the ingredients. When you're not feeling good, I got a bag for the others since I don't have any more. So these few items are always going to be very helpful. Don't forget popsicles, because we are getting into allergy season. We're getting into sick season. And one of the best things you can do when you don't feel good are these little remedies. Okay? just an empty bag so I can say, okay, I'm going to buy them more like this. Let me close that. I'm going to let my cats to venture in the closet. If I could find my bottoms, I probably wouldn't junk around so much. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't know we said that we're in the little blue container, but I don't remember what I did with that. It's okay. Thank you. I'm looking. Thank you for your assistance. All right. That's 2 things. Let me go get number 3. All right. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. All right. One of the other ingredients you're gonna need. It's good for you. There's a soup you can make. I imagine it only costs a couple of dollars, but it takes you a few minutes to make. Probably an hour if you want to boil it really good. And then you got like so much prep time. Where is it? I know what I did with it. Okay, let's see what I'm looking for. Over here. There it is. Yes, oh, yes, oh. Alright, so here's one of the best things you can do other than ice packs, popsicles, soups and crackers. All those are obvious. Try to help yourself feel better. I'm really still missing one of my products. I tell you, I mean, I don't stay sick long. So, let me find what I did with it. So, like, make sure. I want to show you what you need. Everybody's like, I'm going to take Sudafed. I'm going to take all this stuff. And really, these few little things will just fairly cheap. If it's real bad, don't forget salt water. All right, I do not. There it is. I knew I still had a bottle. Sorry, you're probably looking up my nose. Boop. All right, this is a good start. So, see this? It doesn't have to be. All right, maybe. We'll fix it. It doesn't have to be this brand. It can be the Equate brand, the No Name brand, but it needs to have the mentholatum stuff in it. Yeah, ointment, cough suppressant, and tropical. I put you there. This here, though, still strong. There's nothing much left in it. As you see, I really like to use this stuff. So when COVID hit and people were not feeling good, guess I got COVID. During the time that I got COVID, nobody else in my house got sick. It's really awesome because, you know, we just gloved up. We gloved up, put gloves on, they put the mask on. My daughter came in there and I wasn't feeling good. I was burning up. It was very hot. I had a headache. So here's one thing that I did. Gargling with salt water. Getting hot water, using some salt in the cup. A lot of hot water, swish it around really good, stir that salt. Take it in. You know, all that gurgling stuff. And you know your sinuses burn terribly. What that's going to do, the salt water, is going to clean out any of that sickness and bacteria building up in your throat and near your nasal. You don't blow it out your nose, obviously. Then you think, oh, all the pressure, the pain, the aches. Oh. So one thing, these are really good throughout your day. These are called Fisherman's Friends. See if you can see that. My camera is blurry. There's no like camera push and adjusting here, like at all. And they say original extra strong menthol cough suppressant slash oral anesthetic. These are wonders. They're nasty. Nasty. Anybody hearing me? These are nasty. And it's not about what tastes good. If you don't feel good and you have COVID or you're sick with like the flu, you don't feel good and you're not going to taste good. We don't need those little sissy drops. Okay, we all know what sissy drops are. Them little sugar-coated candy drops that everybody just shoves in their mouth and calls, I'm not getting any better. This is going to make you feel better. This here says there are 38 inside. They're really good. I already have open pack, so let's go get it so you can actually see what it looks like on the inside of that box. They are going to save your life. Okay? If you're running fever. Are these open already? No, I just buy multiple packs because you want to be ready when you catch a sickness. You want to be ready. So hold on. No, I just went through it and I was like, oh, I don't need that little Ziploc bag with the money already. And yes, I did. Some people also use some nasal spray. If it's that bad, I was using some of this at first and then I was like, oh, heck no. And I used that salt water, gargled it, and it almost cleared out. Always. Another thing, hawk the loogie. Can you believe this? She's not a pretty girl. She's talking about hawking loogies and snot rockets. Who can't? Ha 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 ha. Who cares? Who cares about a snot rocket? Who cares about a loogie? Tell you what, you won't care once you start feeling better when you don't worry about what you look like when you don't feel good. This is this, and this is it. I have bought like 3-4 boxes of these. Okay, this is what these look like. Of course, in my own personal Ziploc bag. So there's this little bitty bag, and they actually, before it got open, I was leaving the Walmart, and there was a cashier lady that I'm aware of. She and I kind of made friends one time. We went to like IHOP, and her family was sitting there. And we went to have lunch, and me and her really kicked it off, making a really nice conversation. And, well, I went and got seated first, and then she got seated somewhere else. And so, like, before I left, I wanted to buy her family dinner. So I bought their dinner, and I left, so they didn't know I bought their dinner. But I ran into her at the store, and I was like, hey, and she's like, I know you. And I was like, yeah, I know you. And turns out she was the lady I bought dinner for. But she opened them up here at the end so she could try them out. And so here, apparently, though, if you tear it in the right spot, there is actually a re-zip lock. This bag can stay sealed. But here, in case you feel like doo-doo and you want to feel better, this is what they look like. See, they got these little bitty knots. It's probably like Braille for people that are blind. What is this? Oh, it's a Fisherman's Friend. That's what that is. So, if you're blind and you want a good cough drop, feel for this one. If you're not blind and you can see, that's what it looks like. These things are disgusting, but they will make you feel much better as far as cough suppressants. The best way you can do it, stick it in the corner of your mouth, just right there, and don't move. Because the more you move, the more you're going to taste it. So we don't want to taste it. But like I said, it really doesn't matter if you feel like crap. Anyway, gives you instructions pretty much how many. I just kind of just take them throughout the day if it's that bad. Also, you try this. This right here. Honey. It's honey. It doesn't have to be this brand. This is just a no-name brand. And the best honey you can get is anything sold local. Local honey has all the immunities of the local town in which you are residing in. Boy, that wind is picking up. I worry about the little tree in the front yard, you know, falling over. It's so funny because last year, during the bad storm season, I think like September, half of the tree just split in half and fell over and blocked my whole driveway. Had to clean it up, move it. There's still all that limb in my yard, y'all see. And half of it's still standing. How crazy. And I'm just waiting for the day that it's just going to rock itself right over. So we got these medicated cough drops, not from a doctor. They're still over-the-counter purchases. The nastiest but best cough drops. Okay. Then you've got honey. So don't forget your honey. Because if you just take raw honey, your mouth, on your tongue. And if you have any kind of irritations in your throat, so the first thing you do is you gargle, salt water, all right? Then you just kind of relax yourself. You take a good hot shower. All right, if you're running a fever, you still want to take a good warm shower. But then you use ice packs. Eat a popsicle. And I don't mean a milk popsicle. I'm talking about the, you know, the ones that are red, white, and blue. Or, you know, and you can just, they'll almost solidify in your mouth once you have, you know, just bite into them or mush them down with your tongue in the roof of your mouth. Popsicles, ice packs are always good for when you're overheating. Wrap up in a blanket. Oh, it's cold. It's cold. Put that ice pack in a little like washcloth. Keep it next to you because you're going to feel sick and icky at your stomach. You use that ice pack. And your stomach is wanting to feel icky because your body's trying to overheat. And that's one of the main reasons. That's why even when you eat soup and you don't feel good, that you can still throw up. So, you've got salt water. You got Fisherman's Friends. You got this. You got the Vicks Vapor Rub. Tell you what, we didn't finish covering that area. When you whiff it, it like makes your whole nose want to just woo. And your eyeballs, it's like got that mentholatum in it. When you don't feel good, whether it's a headache or a cold or a sinus pressure, this is what you want to apply. Do not put this on your membranes. I don't recommend you do it. It's your own choice. But I would take this stuff, would get it on my finger, and when I have a headache, depending on where my headache is located, sometimes it's tension here, and like here, and even right here. So this is where my nasal capacity would be. And so right in here is a good area for anywhere where you're feeling congested. Take this mentholatum, put it on your finger, put it over your eyebrow here. Not a bunch. Obviously, you put just enough to slide across here, slide across here, and you would slide it here. Okay, you could put it right under here, even here if it's sore, or let's say you have an earache, right back here. This works. It works. My grandmother showed me. I mean, I had this massive headache. I was driving her home from the hospital visit, and she lived more than an hour away. And I was driving up there, and she was very talkative, which is fine. I love my grandma dearly. So I just was singing songs with her, gospel songs, just having this good old time. And when we got to her house, she could just see I just felt like terrible. And she took and she rubbed it here on my hairline, in here, right in here. Okay, then we put it here and here in the temples. And like I said, here in the cheeks. And man, let me tell you what, within the hour, I was feeling better. So mentholatum is always good when you don't feel good. It opens your sinuses. It also helps relieve where you cannot breathe from the aching here. And plus the gargling of the salt water helps with that too. And just because they're nasty, I promise they work. Think about this. If it tastes like candy, it's probably crap. Now, this is not the final thing you can do, but these help. So like you want to go to sleep and you're kind of tired of these guys. This is not a cough drop. This is just a vitamin C drop. So if you want vitamin C, you get one of these guys. They come in like 3 little citrus flavors in the packet. They're all mixed up. They are red, dark orange, and like a clear looking white. And they're just vitamin C. So you can boost your whole immunity based on these little ingredients right here. Some of these little ingredients right here, you can feel well in like a week. Maybe even less. I'm talking about hawk them loogies, gargle that salt water. Mostly that's how you take care of your cold. Or the COVID. Or the whatever you get stuck with when you're sick. Or a bad headache. These are very good ingredients. Dunka, dunka, dunka. So, it's very good. It is really windy out there. And it's actually a very cold breeze. I don't even know what the weather's supposed to... Just been cloudy this evening. Well, that was an awesome conversation. Appreciate it. No fire footage today. No ambulances going by. No fire trucks going by. Just me sitting here. Anyway, use these remedies and they'll really help you feel better. And if you are a denture wearer, I'll tell you one really good remedy to help yourself is Polygrip's better because I don't like a lot of zinc. And when you don't like that, zinc makes me feel a little icky. Like they even got it in your bottled water. Make you feel real icky inside. And then guess what? Then you don't even feel good. Yep. Got some arrowheads. Anyone want to see some arrowheads for a few minutes? Yeah. I'm procrastinating. I don't feel like cleaning the house. Okay. What's that guy right there? Let's see. Come on, seriously? There we go. Fix, camera, fix. Yep. I don't know. It's got a couple. I don't know. Probably for a little spear. You can see well, they were chipping away at it. This is not a very good view of the rocks. Maybe this will work. Yes, that little black background kind of made them stand out a little bit, didn't they? It's okay. I know this one is kind of neat. So it looks like it would balance something on it. See the edges here. And it's like that all the way around. So I don't know, and it's got the little tiny point, just like right there. You know when they do the, like the lawnmower blades? Check that guy out. Isn't he neat? Yes, he's real narrow looking. They chipped away at him pretty good here. Yep, it looks like he lost a piece right there. And so, okay, here's a good one. All right, here we go. Look at that guy. He is totally awesome. Right there, he's got his little ridges. You can see where he's been knocked into. He was probably like a knife or... It's really strange, but they put some detail. I wish my camera was better. Let's wish in one hand and crap in the other and see which one fills up faster. Pardon my language. All right, we got a couple more. Okay. Okay, so we got those. You know, I don't know, but I really think... They probably shot these off little arrows. Okay, there's some little ones in this paper. Let me see. I don't want to lose them. There's that guy. He's weird. Almost unrolled it. I think it's a tooth. We found a tooth. You see that? It looks pre-human. Dated back from the 1800s. No, it's probably my son's old tooth. He has a big tooth. So, right. He had it wrapped up in here, stuck with the rest of these arrowheads that we have. Try to keep all our teeth for some reason. You know, there was some article I read once about something in your spinal cords. So like, you can get this really bad sickness in your spine or in a nerve or something. And so they say that some of the stuff from your baby teeth could possibly be kept from it and make that better. I don't even remember all of the article anymore. But ever since that, it was a couple of years ago, I just kept keeping all the teeth. And it's like baby teeth, not just adult teeth. I don't even know if it works with adult teeth, but I kept mine too. When all my teeth got pulled, I got them. I'll show them to you. Not that you really care to see teeth, but why not, right? I mean, why else would you come to my channel unless you want to see different stuff? There's a miniature arrowhead. I wonder what they would have even wanted with this little arrowhead. I wonder what could it have killed? I guess put on a small stick, shoot it at a fish. But it's just really strange why they would have an arrowhead so tiny. How did they, like, you know, not break it off, making it that little? You know, I don't even know. So that's really interesting. I don't want to break it, so I'm gonna like be careful, because like I even went out into the woods and I found something that kind of looked like more of a hammerhead. Like it looked like they chipped away on the front part and it was fatter at the end, and you'd think it was one of their like making tools. And I thought, well, all you have to do is strap it onto a stick and it would be like a little hammer. So it's really neat that I can find these little whatnots. I don't even know what this guy is, but he is so weird looking. He's got all these little tiny, like, gristly holes inside. And I happen to have, I don't have it with me now. One of my friends came by and they had went to a yard sale and they had located these rocks that said rocks from the Holy Land, which is how cool is it to have rocks from the Holy Land? So I looked over them and I looked at the list and I took pictures, but I really, my pictures did not present the rocks as well. So there's another. Let me see. Let me see if I can get them displayed, and then you can look at all these really awesome arrowheads. 1 second. Hi. Hi. It's good to see you. What are you doing? I was talking to myself for the longest time. Welcome into visiting. Just kind of going through my little arrowhead rock collection. Checking out these really neat arrowheads. You see how they cut the edges there, Vin? This was Indians. You know, like indigenous Indians that made these for little spears and arrows and things when they were tracking birds and things in the wilderness. So, it's pretty neat. I'm trying to get them out so they can be looked at on this thing. I don't want any of them to get broken. I'm sure he was used for something, but apparently he is not like, you know, he was being made into something. I don't know if he finished making into it. And this one, this one here, looks like part of his tip was broke off in somewhere in the ground. It probably broke off in an animal or in the tree when it missed a shot maybe. But check these out, Vin. Look at how cool. This one here is one of my favorites. You can see where they use it maybe as a knife to cut something. Or even maybe for a part of like a jabbing spear. I don't know. But just find them out in the wilderness, these really strange rocks. Some of them from the indigenous Indians. And like I said, I got some rocks that I saw from the Holy Land and I took some video. There's a couple more in my jar. Yes, I love Miss Ben. I'm so glad. I saw part of your show earlier. I don't know if you ever got to finish your fish. I got bored and lonely and was looking at the weather outside. It's another one. These are my favorite though, because you can predominantly tell that they use them. They would take this spot here and they would use like a good string and they would wrap them on a stick. And then they would take that little stick and then they would put it in their bow and arrows, and when they shot, it would go boosh and get the animal. And I think this could have been used for some kind of balancing thing, you know, maybe for their pottery or tools maybe. And they're all different kinds, different shapes, sizes, the way the rock looks. This has got some pinks and like cream in it. Was it? It was good. I still never figured out what type of fish you were eating there this evening. Did you catch it from the water? Did you buy it from the store? Did it tell you what kind of fish, or do you even know? It has scales and fins, so we know it's a clean, kosher fish. I know that. Buy it? I don't even know. Well, at least you bought it with scales and fin. It makes it clean. I used to eat a lot of catfish, which is not clean. But you could go right out here to one of these rivers and catch you a good old sized catfish. But the rivers are so dirty out here. I bet it was. It looked delicious as you was scaling that sucker. I know how to scale them. Like, especially if it's a catfish or something. I know it sounds cruel, but when you catch it from the river and it's not dead yet, you have to kill it. And you have to hammer his head down on a piece of board. And then you cut him at his gills here. You take the head off. And you take off his spike thing that comes. You take off the fin. And then you got the bottom tail. Some people will leave the fin in till the end, and once it bakes, they can just pull it and all the bones will come out. But I do. I cut him from his butt all the way up his belly and gut him out really good. Oh, some fine fish. Some lemon, pepper, and juices. Some garlic, some onion. Oh, delicious fish. Yes, you did a great job. Everything you put on there, I was like, man, that's... I was drooling. I was thinking, I was licking my fingers. Talking, I need some fish. How was work? Did you work today? I've been so tired. You know you get on really early in the mornings, but there's possible tornado weather tonight. I can hear everything blowing around. I feel the real cold breeze come in with the weather. Ah, yes, fish for tomorrow too. So were you off today maybe? I don't want you to overwork and be stressed, but I know we gotta make money. Gotta work and make money. Those were my arrowhead collection. Keep them in this really old looking jar. So you can tell it's not, hold it. You were off, that's good. That's good. They ain't working you to death. Yeah. Just sitting here. It's my curtain. I wanna make me some curtains actually. You know, buying them's ridiculous these days. Just get some material, hand sew you some stuff. You know, get you a little pole, put your little loops on your curtain. Let's see, I'm removing this one down. This is a big old blanket. It's gotten real dark outside, see? The weather's real bad. One day I'll show you my shelf. Yes, I would love to see it. I use that belt to hold up my blanket. You know, like a tie off for your... I have some shells too, actually. You know what? If you like, I'll show you the little bit of shells I collected. My mom, she gave them to me. I know it's dark in my hallway. Annie, you wanted to be in here. Don't give me no stinky grief. Let's see. I have a box that I keep with all my seashells in it. It's been in my closet so it won't break. Now dig it out. Oh, don't break. Don't break. All right. Okay. We got it. I've been decluttering. Yes, I will show you. Okay. Oh, I'm going to show you something while I'm right here in my bedroom, Miss Vian. My grandma painted this. She painted this from scratch. It was a completely clear canvas, and she painted this. So she did the skies. You can see her clouds. And she did the backdrops and the hills. See? And there's a person tendering sheep, a herd. Oh, poopy! They're still there. It didn't break, goodness. And the mountains with the snow caps and more sheep. And she painted all this from scratch. The little hills and the waterways and a little Indian village where people can climb up their little huts and stuff. And she's out making blankets and quilts, and the children are playing. And then they have crops in the distance and cactuses. And she did all this and gave it to me. So I'm going to try to get it framed so as maybe it won't tear up so easy. I better just leave it down. Let's go look at some seashells. My family, they very artistic. But I just didn't put as much interest as my grandma did. She was crocheting. She was molding in clay. She's doing coloring and art. All right. Getting through. Dun, 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 dun. And here we go. coming back into the lighted living room instead of the dark, scary hallway. All right, so I had other seashells that people brought me from the beach since I hadn't been, but my mom gave me a couple. She gave me a sea star. Okay, here we go. There's a sea star. He's not too bad. And this guy here, he's got these neat ridges here, but he's real thin. It kind of goes in there. And he has already been broken some, but he's nice and heavy. I hang on to him because she gave him to me. And here's a piece of another. I don't even know what he was on. So that's pretty neat. Okay, and then I'm not sure what this is, but I know it's from the ocean. It's like compacted chunks of seashell matter. See, it's all that shiny. Let me see. You can just kind of see the stuff in the shells that have broken into it. He's hard like a rock, too. Hey, son of Odin Seed, it's wonderful for you to join me. Thank you for coming in. You stay awesome. Thank you for coming in. We're just checking out seashells. We were checking out some of the arrowheads earlier. Now we're just looking at my seashell collection. Now this guy is totally awesome. Check him out, Van. Look at his little spiky. He's got these spikes on his shell. And he's like got this really weird fire orange color, right? He's really neat looking. And he's kind of heavy. Check him out. And he's got like that fire orange inside the shell. Let's see. I have another one very similar. See? He's even got an old piece of like things that have been stuck on him. And I like to take them, and they don't belong together, but they sure fit pretty close, see? It's kind of weird. Like a clam. Whoop! Like a clam. I don't want to break them, but yeah, like a little clam. Let me zoom out so you can see the group. I've got some more in here now. This guy, he is very heavy. He looks like camouflage. Check him out. He's got like a pearl interior. See that? He's got those shiny pearl colors. And he's like he looks like an army shell. He was in the military. He served in the military there. He's just a little old thing. I think he belonged to a snail or something. And there's another little snail shell, but he's neat the way he's got stripes. Yeah, he is cool, isn't he? So we got a few different ones, and he's all right. Check him out. He's got all these weird ridges in his shell. Yes, he is pretty neat. Now we get down. Now this is something my mom gave me, and it came out of the earth. I think they just found a chunk of it. And it's not even from the ocean. It is something totally different. It is kind of like a crystal of some kind. I don't use it for anything inappropriate. It simply was just a pretty crystal I think my mom had. It is raw crystal, right from the earth. This is where it probably broke off because it's all rigidy. And, I mean, look at the point where it was growing up. And it must have grew into something right here because it has like a light rusted color. But somebody dug this out of the earth. And I got a hold of it. My mom gave it to me as she thought I would appreciate, you know, the rocks and mineral stone stuff. So there's that big old piece of awesomeness. And we got a couple more seashells we can check out in here. I try to keep them wrapped in these little blankets. Oh, here's some interesting stuff. Now, this came from my grandmother, and it came from her grandmother. And what these are core samples. Okay, so let's show you what a core sample is where they drilled a section of the earth out, and they put these long tubes, and it went through the earth real deep, and then they pulled it out, and they pulled these cylindered stones out of them so that they tell you not to touch them too much, but of course I don't listen. I don't touch it all the time, but obviously I'm touching it right now. But you can just see the layers and layers of sediment from the different years that impacted as they were digging this rock out. So that's pretty neat to see that these were core samples from some of the land my grandparents used to own. So I hope I didn't break it anymore, but yeah, see, different kinds of stone. And now another friend of mine, his name's Christopher, and he had several of these, but this is like a barnacle. You know, them things that grow on underlying pipes and stuff in the ocean. It's a barnacle. So he's got really pretty pinks and colors in there. Let's see. I'll get a good look. Got these little holes there. And then you can see these little tiny things that were on it. Right? So I thought these was pretty amazing. I was so flattered when they gave me one. You see it was attached to some other underwater piping, this barnacle that they got. And I don't know where this guy came from. He's just this huge piece of rock here. I don't know. I found him very interesting. I've had a couple. Looks like he's got like lava, and maybe even if you look closely you can see some kind of indent. So he might have been just some kind of thing laid there and embedded in his stone, because I can see the indents of something. And I have a broken sand dollar. You can see all his little bone stuff. And he's one of my favorites, this guy here. He's so spiky. See his little spiky back, and he's got the weird like spiky front. Here we go. Then I wanted to tell you that I'm getting ready to do scripture reading on my channel. And since you are one of the only few friends that I do have online that like scripture, check that out. Like, I don't think anything wanted to mess with this guy. But yeah, that's just that maybe you'll enjoy my channel, because I hope to read through Psalms, and maybe even Proverbs. He's real thin. He's not very heavy. I think he's probably like a store-bought, but these are really neat. Yeah, see, you're very supportive about it. I just threw away I had some pretty girl dresses, and I threw them away because I didn't want to be revealing anymore too. He's cool. He feels like stone. He's kind of heavy, this shell. Interesting, isn't he? I'm going to read one. I thought I'd start maybe tonight. And this guy, he feels like stone. I think he is a falsified. Hello, Old Henry. Wonderful for you to join us. Then that's Old Henry. And then I had this piece of, looks like he was a clamshell piece. So yeah, that's my tiny little rock. And I did Old Henry, I did some arrowhead that I was showing off. And then I showed off my crystal stone and my core samples and my awesome little seashells. Miss Vin has seashells. She's from Jamaica. You should check out her page sometime and give her a like. She's very nice and she loves the Lord and she works hard and she's just like a reality TV show. So if you get time, check out Miss Vin's channel. So that's good. Throw that out there. I don't want to break anything. Let me put my samples under here too. I like putting my core samples so they don't get broken. Put him over there. Yep. Put that back on that. We'll put my crystal up there. Alrighty, we don't want to break anything. I didn't put that back correctly, Miss Vin. Real core samples. Yes, they are. They came from my family's property back in the day when my grandmother was a small, like a teenager. And their family, when they moved here and got property, they got core samples to see about the land. So yeah, they're really, really neat having them around. I'm just hooking this up. I'm gonna move this location where I was having my phone at. Come over here. Get me a charger. My phone, I tried to change it out with the company, but they aren't listening to me at all. I already got a fight with them about turning off your extra phone if you don't want it. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing here. Just chilling out, looking at samples. And I'm throwing away dresses that are too revealing. And I don't know if I want to throw away my heels yet. But I am getting rid of my dresses that are too short and some short shorts that I have. I think I'd rather be a natural beautiful than worry about a hoochie mama pretty. So I can be beautiful and not show off all of my body. So I need to learn to appreciate myself as a woman and dress appropriately but lovely, which I do. I could do a little fashion show. I have a really pretty green dress, and I have a really pretty brown dress that's multicolored, and I don't want these to break, so I'm covering him over. You still there, Miss Vin? I didn't run you away, did I? Oh, let me get something to soften my shells. She might have had to step out. That's good. She came and visited while she was here. She might be doing something. You never know. Miss Vin is got lots of stuff that she takes care of. She sings songs, and she's really nice. So I really like Miss Vin Miller. I think she really is one of my friends on here for sure. I've got a couple other people that came in to visit me too. Although it's not like it's a super interesting channel, but it's fun enough for me. Alright, so I'm gonna put these things in here to help separate. My shells don't get broke. There you are. Wonderful. I figured if something came up, I am very understanding. Okay, I think I did that good. And since I have two people that like the Lord in here with me, I don't think... Thank you. I love her so much. See, she heard me. I love my sister, especially in Christ. And I think that you're a good person, and there's just not a lot of people you can meet and say that about. So, trying to fix it where I can prop it up. There we go. When you add on the charge, that thing acts so silly. I'm gonna try. I have, like, I lost 3 subscribers, then they came, 3 more came back. I happened to catch a real live house fire the other day. I was going down the road and I seen black smoke, and I said, well, that could be very bad. And I went down this little side street and I busted over there and I looked, and there was a house on fire. Thing that I want. Yeah, but it's okay, because, you know, a woman, I think, has got a particular beauty about herself when she isn't showing off everything. It leaves everybody to wonder. So, I am going to... So, I got rid of 2 of my dresses and a pair of shorts. But they're just ones that, if I happen to bend over, they're probably way up my thigh, closer to my behind, and... You know, that doesn't make me very becoming, but I have this one dress that makes me feel like a princess, so that's the difference. I'm not trying to sport nothing special. So, a lot of people, they're not interested in scripture, but that's okay. So, like I was saying, I think I'm going to end up losing some people on my channel, because nobody really wants to hear about the word anymore. There's a few. Miss Van, you, Old Henry, you guys don't mind the word, and I have a couple other people that come on my channel that enjoy the word, and I'm thinking the more I do it, the more that you build it, they will come. They will show up. So actually got a friend reading through Samuel right now, but I'm going to leave them all the hard stuff, and I am going to fix my phone. I don't know why it's being so retarded. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. Okay, that should work. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. So here we go. I'm just gonna throw one out there. All right. So this is the book of Psalms, and this is what I've been doing lately. I'm getting ready to start, like, reading and studying some stuff that that's in the Word, because I really wanna know. I feel like things are getting pretty rough out there, and there's going to be a time where there's not going to be a reason we don't know. And if you want to be saved, then you just got to keep trying and motivating yourself to love Jesus Christ and work toward that goal. And you're going to need some scriptures in your life to keep that oil in our lamp and to keep us from giving up and being quitters, because, you know, things are really difficult. So we're going to read Miss, I am here, but I gotta work, so I will be just listening for a bit. Well, thank you. I'm very thankful for your support, Old Henry, and it's really good. Commend you for working, because there's a lot of people that don't even want to work a job. You know, they just don't care anymore. They're on their cell phones. But sure, glad to have you listening. I'm going to read Psalms 1. The righteous and wicked contrasted is blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. Very good one, very good. So, I don't know that there's really any studies you can do on the Psalms, but it sure sounds like I want to be on the side of the righteous and not the side of the wicked. You know, like, I'm just going to go over some stuff, I guess, because, you know, I was thinking people are like, ask 100 questions. And if I could, like, figure out some of those questions that some people have, I would actually go and look for the answers. Let's see if we can read Psalms 2. The reign of God's anointed. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon the holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree. The Lord hath said unto me, Thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear, and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way. When his wrath is kindled but a little, blessed are all they that put their trust in him. That's very good. That's very good. You know, it tells us in here what God's looking for, you know, the fruits of the Spirit, and against those there could be nothing. So, like, a lot of people do not even know the fruits of the Spirit. And a lot of times, I don't know, I got so many different notes. I read from a King James Bible, King James Version. And usually if there's questions about a Bible, then people can usually look in a Strong Concordance, or because you can see the word change differences. And you can also go to like blueletterbible.com, I think. And if you have questions about a particular scripture, you can look that up. I have a friend that really gets into detail about that stuff. That's something else. Sorry, I was looking in here. So I am gonna go read from something. It's in Galatians. Yes. Oh yes. Well, here, this one's actually about. Let's go to Ephesians real quick. So Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12 is where it starts. Okay. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Stand, therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparations of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. So, that's very important, because when you find yourself up against these people that really want to give you a hard time and they don't want to listen, you're not really dealing with those people. You're dealing with this, like it said, the darkness and principalities of evil. That anything to provoke a person that wants to live in the Spirit and not in the flesh,
He's going to come, hey, what are you doing, punk? What do you think you're going to do? Do. And the first thing you naturally want to do is start jumping on those people. But when you prepare yourself with the word of God, you then strengthen yourself to respond to them in a more diligent manner so that you're not acting ignorantly. You can prepare yourself with all these things. And I think this is a beautiful scripture when it's talking about your body armor of God. In fact, I hope to get some items, maybe some styrofoam, little cardboard, and I want to make me a shield, a sword, some boots, like a little rag cloth for the girding of the loins, and I'd like to hang it up on my wall and give myself a physical reminder to keep on the body armor of Christ. And I know it's so much more than just decorating with, but people wear crosses and stuff, and I don't get into like holding on to all that stuff, but when you see it, it's definitely an encouraging thing for you to want to, there's so many different things. I actually have a really great book I thought about reading and sharing the other day, and we have a group of friends of mine. We're reading through Samuel now, and there's something in Ecclesiastes that I think is important. People are like, let me ask you a question. And you're like, well, what's that? And they're like, well, what do you think God created us for? Does anybody know what God made us for? Because I can tell you, if you read Ecclesiastes, it talks about the vanities of men. And when you're reading through it and you're learning about all these different things, at the very end of Ecclesiastes, which I love Ecclesiastes, it says, let us, which is, just so you know, we're at chapter 12, and it's verse 13 and 14, and it tells you the whole purpose of man. The whole purpose of man, it says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. So that's what we were created for. We weren't created for movie theaters and dancing and video games and 2-hour-long movies. Because, I'm sitting here and watch a 2-hour-long movie. I've done paid $19.99 to own this film. And half of these people in this entertainment industry are ridiculous. I mean, you're paying to watch people jump around and say, oh, look at me, bloopers. And your money's going to waste, which is already hard. It's hard when you go and you work this job and you have to put in your taxes. And you have to pay for everything you're buying at the store, from your food to your clothes. God said, if I will feed and clothe the birds, what will I do for the least of mine? If you are the least of God's children, you will not go hungry. You will not be without. Yet you also have to know the reason you won't go without is because if you follow his word, he says, work 6 days, sweat of thy brow. Make your food and supper, and you will reap what you sow. So if you put in that time and that effort and that work, you will always get back when it comes to God, not in this government. Everybody's putting their faith in the politics. And I'm sorry, poly is like a form of glue, and ticks are bloodsuckers, politics. And none of these people are going to be here in the end times when all this goes down. You're not going to... This land in this world is temporarily given by God. Even when Satan tried to tempt Jesus Christ in the wilderness, he said, this is not yours to give me. And here we are thinking, I'm going to go own this land and I'm going to go own this. It's borrowed. It's borrowed. The things of this life shall pass, and the things that we cannot see will live forever. So what are we really aiming for in our daily life and our walk? It is just to strive for his righteousness, not our own righteousness. So when we think about what are we here for, Ecclesiastes, verse 13 and 14 answers that for you. We are here to follow his commandments, to fear God. That's it. It just so happens over all these generations and time, we have forgotten what we really should be doing, and we've began to pleasure ourselves. Donuts, cupcakes, going out to theme parks. Who wants to stand in a 5-hour-long line to do a ride that's going to give you neck pain later? Or Ebola or sickness, or, mingling out there with some of these people that just look at you like you're crazy. Love thy neighbor, love them, but you don't have to love them when they're trying to attack you. You just got to rebuke them and walk away. Dust your feet off. Don't keep dealing with it. If the spirit of the ruler rise up against thee, leave not thy place, for yielding pacifieth great offenses. So I used to highlight things in my book that really stood out to me. There was a time in my life where I was struggling, and I still do. I won't lie. You know, if you are a servant of God, one thing that you're going to deal with is everything. Something one day or another is going to come at you, and that's how you know you're doing the right thing. Because when you're being tested and tried, God said those that he loves, he chasteneth. So know that when you're dealing with something in your life that seems tough and hard, know that he is working with you on the wheel. He is putting you under the fire, and he is testing you to keep you faithful. So don't give up on that either. I gotta find some more good scriptures. I was reading some of the Psalms. Dead flies cause the ointment of the apocryphy to send forth a stinking savor. See, this word looks like the word apocryphy, and I wondered if that was reference to the Apocrypha. I don't know. People wonder if that being took out was a man's doing or scriptural. Where else do I want to go tonight? Lord, give me some guidance, because I don't know. I just felt like reading today. And I'm getting ready, I think, to cleanse her. So, Miss Van, maybe you're still there? Old Henry, can anyone still hear me? It says one person in the chat. Made it back. See, the devil couldn't get us off of it. Oh, it's okay. If you're not there, it's fine. I'm going to keep on looking through some scriptures. Yes, you're there. You didn't. You didn't run away. It didn't. The devil didn't work. Okay, so let me see what I was thinking. I was thinking of finding things about worship. But I don't know. I don't know what it's touching me personally. It's just kind of random, me going through this. So, let's get in here and see what we can find. So, we just got all this good stuff. I have a strong concordance I like looking at. What is this one? Submit yourselves, therefore, to God. Resist the devil. What is this? This is James chapter 4. I have some here, but kind of have to go. I have work tomorrow. Oh, well, that's definitely fine, Miss Van. I'm so glad that you came in, and I appreciate you taking the time to spend with me. Thank you for coming in, and you can just enjoy as long as you like, and when you gotta go, it's okay to go. I'm just gonna keep looking up good scriptures, so if there's anything specific you would like me to read out to you while you're visiting. Let's see, I was looking at James chapter 3, James chapter 4, which is our evil lust cause contentions and how we may overcome them and gain God's favor. Okay, hi, old Henry. I'm sorry, my phone had disconnected on me, so I'm kind of glad it stayed in there. Thank you for not leaving the chat. I'm glad y'all kind of hung in there for a second. It says here, submit yourselves therefore to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw nigh to God, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. Be afflicted, and mourn, and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning, and your joy to heaviness. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up. That's beautiful. Beautiful. See, it does say that he'll be coming in the times where people will be partying and celebrating and not even believe he'll return. And he tells you here, be sorrowful. Do not be rejoiceful and happy about everything. Cleanse your hands, change your ways. Let's see. Go to now, ye that say, today or tomorrow we will go into such a city and continue there a year and buy and sell and get gain. Whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow. For what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time, and then vanisheth away. For that ye ought to say, If the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that. But now ye rejoice in your boastings. All such rejoicing is evil. But therefore, to him that knoweth to do good and doth it not, to him it is sin. Oh, that's pretty important. It says we can't promise tomorrow. It's not promised to anyone. So, a lot of times we find ourselves in this life preparing for a doctor's appointment 6 months away. Oh yeah, I'll be there in 6 months. Pushing up daisies. Pushing up daisies. And, the next day or in the next 5 minutes, no day is promised to anyone. So that's really good. So if you wanted to see where that is, just for your own self-gratification to, I encourage anyone who wants to know the truth to definitely seek it out. Don't just take my word for it. Don't just take any of these preachers' word for it. Seek thee for yourself, and he will show you. He will reveal it to you. That's something else that gets on my nerves about some people out there. They're like, I prayed and prayed and prayed and asked him to take these things from me. You have to take things from yourself. It's called free will. So if you're going to freely choose to live a certain way, then that is your choice. And God says, I give you free will to make that choice. So you cannot pray and ask him to remove being gay from you, for example. Because the truth here is, it is a personal choice. And you can pray and pray and pray and pray all day. What he can do is throw some temptation in your way and say, okay, I'm giving you the choice to be able to choose for yourself what you want to do. A lot of people don't want to hear that. There's a street preacher going out there to parades and stuff, and he's just telling them what the word says. It's not trying to pass judgment, but we are reading the word of God, and that is judgment. God's word is the word. And we can't just try to ease people's feelings. If you're a murderer and it's wrong, then we should speak to you about why it's wrong. And then if God convicts your spirit, then you move in that direction, what he leads you. I'm going to go back to reading what I did read earlier in Proverbs and Psalms. I was reading in Psalms, but I'm going to read a little bit in Proverbs. I see you. There it is, Psalms and Proverbs. Hey, Miss Vin went live. I know, I got an idea. I can visit her and do my channel. It's all right. I'm pretty sure that she's going to do her goodnight sign-off thing. And that's okay. I love her little channel. All right, let's go into Book of Psalms. So we did Psalms. I did chapter 1 and Psalms 2. But I want to read some of Proverbs, which is right there with it. I realized that I wanted my channel to help more people. And I have a testimony that is pretty big. I have a life testimony since I was a kid. So, I mean, yeah, he came in on the channel earlier and said hi. So, I guess what I wanted to do was, oh, Chris, I thought you were talking about User McUserface. He came in earlier and said hello. User McUserface came in earlier. The book of Proverbs. And let's see, what is it that the author of Proverbs is Solomon, generally credited for a large portion in the Bible. That's really neat. I never noticed that in the top of my Bible hand, this little tiny corner by the title, I can show you. It actually tells me who wrote the book I'm reading. Isn't that awesome? So check that out. I'm going to see if I can get it on my little camera. It's a little blurry. There it is. It tells me the author, and it also tells me where I can analyze, analysis of the book in case I wanted to attempt any of that. I don't. Book of Proverbs, and it gives me in-depth discussion about each beginning of my chapter. There's one thing that I really like about the Bible that I have is it's got so much knowledge. Right there would prop it up just fine. There we go. That ought to do fine without tearing up my cord. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're going to read the book of Proverbs and chapter 1, and it talks about the use of the Proverbs. It tells about exhortation to fear God and regard parents, wisdom, complains of the contempt of scorners. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. Wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom. You know what I ought to do is I ought to sign off and just start a different live and name it right after what I'm doing and see how many people want to come in. So I will be right back for any of you who really want to continue watching, and I will come back on live right in just a second. I'm just going to title it differently so people don't think they're coming in here listening and watching the wind from a storm. So I'll see you in just a second. Much love, everyone in my community. Old Henry, just tune back in. I'm just going to retitle my thing.